I'll post him IG. The NBA's kind of been criticized for the amount of threes taken, so it's kind of refreshing seeing guards posting up where, you know, more shots in the paint, things like that. I know Luka does it. I think Cade's putting more light on it with the way he's doing it. So, you know, Spencer Hawes, he came in saying he likes that left shoulder.
I always see something that's like, I should have did this, should have did that, I could do this better. I think I got a long way to go, but I still feel like, you know, I'm at the top of the league. Give my teammates, you know, their stuff, and still make plays for myself too. I have to take risks, you know what I'm saying, come with it. Like, to be able to make plays, a lot of times closing quick on you, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of athletic guys. Like, you have to trust what you see and kind of, you know, just make the play. At the same time, you know what I'm saying, like, there's a fine line between being careless and reckless with it and also, you know, being sharp. So I just try to be as sharp as possible while still being aggressive.
I saw some people make some comments in reference to Gilbert's response to my vid, sending your child to the correct school, like developing a player the correct way. Some people put like Montverde, Chino Hills, and Gilbert Arenas responded again. Lamelo and Cade still have that aggression, but I did a study on it to make the right decision. Make sure your child has a place to explore their full talent. They're referring to this team. I played a little bit of this. This still kind of proves his point. So I was trying to explain that, saying, oh well, Cade wasn't a role player. Like, that's not what he was trying to say. Arguably the greatest high school team of all time. And only two of these people turn into stars, like star players on their team. Cade Cunningham and Scotty Barnes. The rest are role players, right, essentially. Some aren't even in the NBA no more. Find a high school, not AAU. We're not talking about AAU. The high school AAU. One should be like where your son is the man he's killing. Another should be where he's playing the top of the top. But you don't get better unless you play. But why not put your child in the best situation to where they're going to play? For example, in Gilbert Arenas' case, Elijah Arenas plays on a shitty high school. His school is ass. He's the best player on the team. He gets all the shots. It's his development ground. In the offseason, he's on Compton Magic. He said it in my comment section. You can watch the other video, but he's on Compton Magic. You've seen the vids. He's training with Kevin Durant and all these guys. He's doing all that type of shit. So that's his development process. But during school ball, he's on the ass team. They're playing decent bump. Well, mostly ass niggas, but decent bump from time to time. But he's getting off every game. He's right. No coaches. Do you think this? Do you guys even remember who won? I know they won it, but do y'all remember who won this shit the year after? I don't even remember that shit. Nobody's paying. Nobody cares about high school. And then the college shit. Y'all were talking about college. Bro, even college, like, all them niggas in college, they're all trying to get to the NBA. Winning national championships, yes, it's amazing. And of course, it's amazing. Like, always play to win and stuff. But that's for the coach. Like, you're doing, when you win a natty in college, no one's going to, like, yes, you're reserved as a national champion. But for the most part, legacy-wise, they're going to be talking about the coach. Even though he's not the one, he's the one coaching y'all. He's not on the floor, diving on the floor, taking charges and shit. You're doing that for him. But legacy-wise, all the credit's gonna go to the coach. When you talk about Duke, you want to see all these legendary coaches. I bet most niggas can't name the teams for most of Coach K's or Roy Williams' national championships. You just remember Coach K got like 5 or 6 natties or some shit like that. Roy Williams got 3 to 5. You know what I'm saying? You don't remember. Like, the players, there's no importance there. Gilbert's trying to make a superstar in his son. So he was just trying to say, basically, this was my development process with Elijah. Do as you wish. That's basically what I was trying to say, but we'll watch this. But out of this team, like I said, only Cade and Scotty were the two.
But let's dive into the latter part of the argument. 2020 Montverde. 6 players get drafted to the NBA. 9 players play in one of the Power 5 conferences, and the entire roster commit to play at the Division I level. It's pretty safe to say 2020 Montverde was one of the most talented rosters in high school basketball history. And to no one's surprise, with this insane amount of talent on a high school roster, they posted a perfect 25-0 record. But what exactly made them this special? And are they really the best team in high school basketball history? Well, for starters, they won 24 of their 25 games by double digits, meaning they had one close game the entire season. One singular game ended with a single-digit margin, so we know they practically blew out every team they played, and we mentioned that their roster was loaded with NBA talent. So let's dive into that ridiculous roster. Cade Cunningham was the headliner. Almost everyone predicted him being the #1 pick in the draft, as he was the #1 ranked player in his senior class, over the likes of Jalen Green, Jonathan Kuminga, Evan Mobley, and a long list of other elite high school prospects. When you put even just the core 4 seniors of Cunningham, Barnes, Moody, and Sharp on the same high school team,
So 2 stars and then 2 role players, like Gil was saying.
who are all 5-star recruits by the way, you just know that the talent gap is going to be tremendous. It almost feels unfair to actually compare Montverde to any traditional high schools that don't recruit nationally. But even with great recruiting, it was extremely impressive to put together a roster this talented at the high school level. During the start of the 2019-2020 season, Montverde was off to a record-breaking start, and they made some of the country's top high school programs look like JV teams. This outrageous amount of winning drew a lot of questions, but a key component to their dominance was often something that got overlooked by the insane talent, and that component was coaching. Head coach Kevin Boyle is a huge reason for the elite players wanting to transfer to Montverde, not only to win, but also to compete on the biggest stage in high school basketball and put themselves in the national spotlight for recruiting. We can all agree that his 2020 Montverde team was his best. And after watching Montverde's dominance across the 2019-2020 season, it was no longer a debate. Montverde defeated 12 Fab 50 ranked clubs that season, including beating number 4 ranked DeMatha Catholic 76-56. That the overall talent on this roster was something that has never been seen before. 8 players ranked in the top 100 of their high school class. They were stacked. Going back to the St. James Invitational, Montverde had 5 players average 10 points or more in the tournament. Rising sophomore and future Duke commit Dariq Whitehead averaged 15 points. Florida State commit Scotty Barnes averaged 14.3 points. Oklahoma State commit Cade Cunningham averaged 12.7 points. University of Arkansas commit Moses Moody averaged 12 points. And UNC commit Dayron Sharp averaged 10 points. They even had 3 players headline the all-tournament team roster: Cunningham, Barnes, and Sharp. So it was a pretty crazy bunch. In total, Montverde had 5 5-star prospects on the team, led by Cade Cunningham, who was the projected number 1 overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft. Cade in particular was a force to be reckoned with in high school. At 6'7", the point guard was originally considered a fringe 5-star recruit, but he blossomed into a point guard with total command of the game at Montverde. Right from the get-go, Cade's goal was to play in the NBA, and that explained why he moved to Montverde from Arlington. He made the move after being named the state of Texas's District 4-6A co-MVP and averaged 18.8 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 5.3 assists that season. Cade modeled his game after LeBron James and completely took over the point guard duties at Montverde. He finished the 2019-2020 season with 13.9 points per game, 4.2 rebounds per game, and 6.4 assists per game, leading him to win the Gatorade Player of the Year award.
That's all he did though. He killed at his school, and then he went to a big time school. Which I think, like, if Elijah Arenas wanted to do that now, he could. You know what I'm saying?
Joining Cade in the spotlight was Scotty Barnes, a versatile 6'8" forward whose defensive talents and unique skill set made him a standout player who could play all positions on the floor. Scotty brought a level of athleticism and defensive intensity that complemented Cade's game perfectly. It's safe to say Scotty would have been the headliner on any other team that didn't have Cade on it. The 2020 5-star prospect was ranked the number 5 player in the country by ESPN. He finished the season with 11.6 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game, and 6.4 assists per game. And while most of the attention was on Cade and Scotty, let's not forget who rounded out the rest of this starting 5, and why this starting 5 is considered to be one of the most dominant we've ever seen. Dayron Sharp, a 6'10", 250-pound elite-level big man who protected the paint. Moses Moody, a 6'5", 180-pound wing with elite-level shooting. And Caleb Houston, an underclassman at the time, had a rare combination of size and shooting ability at 6'8". So with Cade's all-around playmaking ability at the 1, Moody's shooting at the 2, Barnes' elite two-way ability at the 3, Houston's stretch 4 abilities at the 4, and Sharp's paint presence at the 5, there was no doubt that their talent perfectly complemented each other.
That's wild, but let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. And as always, it's your boy.